Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. We're jumping back in to get the rest of the endings to see the scenes we haven't seen yet. So for today, we're going to go ahead and blitz through the Natsuki and the Sayori routes until we get to Act 2, where variations are a lot less important. I'm going to be skipping over the parts that we've already seen. And I can promise you, with the exception of stuff in Act 2, we've seen everything in Act 1 except for the stuff specific to those two girls. So, let's get that going just real fast. There we go. Bump the microphone. It's fine. Bad YouTuber alert. And let's see. Yep, you can actually see the skip button is now available. So let me quickly just make sure, by the way, if I were to go to settings, we have skip unseen text and skip after choices both off. So that means that if I were to now go to skip it ahead nice and good. It's going to help speed up things a lot. So now also it's going to help, make sure text is stopped when we've, see something new. And there we go. We're at the end of Act 1 already. So I will get back to you when we see some stuff that's specific to Natsuki. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out from the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know the feel. I get closer to the look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? I've seen a series. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. It probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Ryan. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. I saw a really funny video. I'm sure you guys have all seen similar stuff, but hilarious video where, it's like people who say don't judge a book by its cover, and then it's like, the cover artist who worked incredibly hard on the cover of the book, he just looks like sad, just horrified, I love that stuff. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Moe means cute. Don't just stand there. Wah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Yeah? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough for me to make up for the lack of plot. As a slice of life anime fan, I take that very personally, and I disagree with the Doki Doki Literature Club version of myself in every sense. Slice of life, great. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things, like there's this really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. Plot just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they all get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean I haven't seen you yet your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in this manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies picked up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up with them without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of this yet? Makes you want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki points her finger at one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it is a rare experience, I thought makes me smile. I thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? Ah! Natsuki said noticed that Koshi's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand towards Natsuki. You just give it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever for you to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill ya. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the first volume so far. I might fall behind if some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's the necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Oh, back to the normal stuff. Let's get through this. So the major differences are going to be with the girls' reactions to my poems. That's where a lot of the difference is, as well as that CG cutscene. So let's show what happens. Let's go talk to Monica. Hi, Ryan. Have a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here and everything, seen this already. Want to share your poem with me? I am Monica, my poem. I like it, Ryan. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Jeez. No. It kind of makes me think it's like Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There's a lot of poems or stories out there that are more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning of. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. And we've seen this already. Let's go talk to Sayori. This is a good poem, Ryan. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really just happy you wrote one, and we've seen this. Go talk to Yuri. She's going to be incredibly disappointed. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading it. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, shows that specific writing habits that are typical of new writers. And there we go. So again, disappointed is a good term for it. Oh, what was the most recent line? It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And that's the game subtly kind of like pushing you towards the Yuri route. Remember, if the game doesn't know what to do, it defaults to the Yuri route. So it's kind of just saying like, hey, you're kind of going against the grain here a little bit. Maybe come back to Yuri. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. Well, first of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem if you go, oh, this is not great, but let me show what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to go announce it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. And we've seen that already, and skip the rest. And again, we've seen a lot of this, but now we're going to ask for Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain attempt to back myself up here. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? It shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, when we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely really hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel a little bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Ryan. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Yeah. Natsuki glances around the room. When everyone stops staring at me! Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time when she's boasted. Sarah and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I mean, okay, that's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Oh, we're past that. Everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Ryan. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from lazing around when we... Oh my goodness. It's a nice change of pace from lazing around we got a little used to. So me joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club rooms. Maybe you could take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monica. Yeah, about what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. And we've seen the rest. Let's move on to day 2. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull out the first volume of the Parfait Girls out of my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably checking for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle Monica all the time, you know. Just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't get my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter on it with Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. Teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around to clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Yeah. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a little hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves, and besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you want to waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. Think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top of the shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Natsuki used her fingers to scoot one of the smaller books to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she's able to stay on her feet. She holds up the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki's a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I sigh. I'm gonna get a chair, so hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs and have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which is a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. That's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Oosh! Natsuki climbs on top of the chair and slowly balances to her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Wow! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can't you at least hold the chair steady instead of simply sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I gotcha. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Go. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the parfait girl's box, easily the largest one on the shelf. Ugh, heavy. Hey, Ryan, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry up and take this one. But I have to let go of the chair. That's fine, just for a second. Hurry up. All right, let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why were you all the back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box! What were you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not, I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Kia! The scene turns to chaos for a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands, and the books go flying. I got you. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back are seriously felt the impact. Sorry, saved my throat. Ooh. Doing this early in the morning. Not used to that. Ugh. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her sentences. She presses her arms straight into me and props herself up. Natsuki seems to realize it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross! Yeah. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica? See what happens when you put my manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. Seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know. Don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! My... Huh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that's all scattered over. There's a large diagonal crease along the pages that she's desperately trying to smooth out. I must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. So then she goes up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you? No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just... every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. I'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. That sounds really strange, coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect that at all. Well, I'm just treating like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. All right, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. All right, I'm ready. Good. If you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. That thing about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open to the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep, even if you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Who will I share my poem with first? Let's talk to Monica. Let's see. Alright, that's pretty good. You've been spending a lot of time with Natsuki, haven't you? You must like her writing style. Yeah. I think it's a neat way to tell a story. I don't disagree. Natsuki poems may be cute, but they're also meaningful. I could see why you'd be into the style. I guess that means you're not as much of a fan of Yuri's poems then? I wouldn't say that. It's kind of like everyone's poems. That's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Like Yuri's use a lot of complex words and symbolism, or Sayori's way of expressing happiness or sadness in a more direct way. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? Ah, not that it's a contest or anything. I was just curious, that's all. But anyway, oh, seen this part. Turn off auto, get this shit. Talk to Sayori. Ooh, I like this one, Ryan. There's some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Hee. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not going to figure out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go with by my heart. If it makes me feel things, that must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Go talk to Yori. And like last time with Natsuki. Are you still mad at me? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out of me. People hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you when we could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you didn't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how it is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide by that request. Big sad energy. Not happy about that, actually. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back to the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki's voice vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey Ryan, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No! I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem laying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She skims over it a second time, her smile not fading from her face. I see. At first I just thought you liked her writing style, but you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? Surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Ryan? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I say as I now slowly turn to the non-existent camera. Yeah, definitely not cheating at all. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. I did. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just like for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us had noticed she had entered the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Ryan wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Oh, Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Ryan's done sharing his poem with everyone. It's not like anyone wants to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to it. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh. Never mind. Well, I guess Natsuki has my poem now. Not that I really planned on keeping it. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is actually new. We didn't see Natsuki's second poem because at this point, again, in the last game, Yuri was only showing us hers and Sayori and everything like that, but Natsuki was skipping out because we were suck up Yuri poems and everything like that. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I hear her singing my favorite love song. Every time she's saying the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. So this poem seems very strangely strict, but it's actually more of a deep dive of basically how Natsuki thinks others see her and her hobbies, and basically just being like, hey, this is basically the vibe, the energy people give off when they start criticizing me for the things I like. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer from yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, but everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know how I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? All right, I will. I believe this is when we share poems with each other. Oh, yes, sorry. For some reason, it skipped one of the bits. So, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's say that one day Natsuki asks you to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. Well... And I would welcome Natsuki. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I'd be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. And we know the rest. And I'm going to save the game. So this is the episode where Sayori's feeling kind of depressed, as we know now. So, the only major difference here is what Natsuki is going to talk to us about. Oh, God. Oh my goodness, sorry. I'm a little sleepy. So last time Yuri was trying to comfort us and say, like, clearly you didn't want to be bothered, so I wasn't going to bother you. So now we're going to see what Natsuki has to say about it. Hey, you. Huh? I like to see Natsuki next to me. Just going to sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time, so... sorry. Didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glanced down by her side. She's holding a volume of a manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, you could just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah, don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me a bit, but about me, so. I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. And there we go. Let's go talk to Manika, of course. Sticky with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Oh, come on, Ryan. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the pretending to like the manga she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding, Ryan. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club, too. You wouldn't want to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. Well, I care about her in the club. It's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. And... there we go. And we'll go talk to Sayori. And we've seen all of this. No poem, just leaving for the day. Go do Yori. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. And there you go. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting it before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. Oh, missed one. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Oh, I think the game actually did rewrite some dialogue there. I'll see if I can grab a freeze frame of that one. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Eh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? Took me a while to figure it out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Ryan? Please just tell me that my poems, I don't care if you hate them, just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I have never shared my poems like this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poems if people are just going to laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it up, Natsuki snatches the poem from the desk. It's not any good. I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true, the first time I wrote in your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. It's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute. You're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding it from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms to set the poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty, because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's all torn apart? My faith is a little bit stronger, because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer, because you think of me. Because of you, because you, because you. That is shockingly wholesome. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. I was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say? Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I could think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Seeing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her, but as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their agitation. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so... Go put away before someone sees, okay? Huh. Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. That was a very wholesome moment. Now, like last time, we need to choose what we do for the event, but we've already seen all these options before, so just go straight to Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. Hey, you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking's a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that... That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, okay. You'll be by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's... good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Ryan? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Ugh. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances, so you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns her around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, would be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she tried to say something Sayori would at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a little bit longer. I barely got to do any reading, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Huh? We still figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized you didn't have any way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'll give you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on this Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Oh, wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah, that's what's wrong with that. I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I'd be going to your house. Right? Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. All right, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. You better look forward to it. Oh? Did you say you were gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. And we've seen a lot of this before. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten used to hate her at this point. Why did it skip the bit? Natsuki's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. No telling what might end up happening. We're outside school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. And now we get the sad Sayori bit. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned to conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using a ton of emojis and cute language. She also really likes to complain about things, but I kind of saw that coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club the other day, and there we go. We get the sad bit for sad people, and I'm sad. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me and let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. What's up? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than the school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such a cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward already. It's going to be a long afternoon, so it'll just be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. Also, you've got a nice fucking kitchen. I'd kill for that kitchen. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag for me? Where's your hospitality, Ryan? Come on, since when do I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Ugh, this is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. That's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits her fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. Hold on, I'm readjusting myself. Need some straight. There we go. I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm only worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we gonna get started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? Well, that's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey, you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... God. Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget about it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, that's what you're thinking, that you should know there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, what's that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Ryan, where'd you put the food coloring? The batter's going to be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm going to make each tray a different color. That way, even the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Well, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. Not really sure Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, it does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following the instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just look at everyone, make everyone's face, oh wow. It's a million times more worth it at the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Suri and Monica's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using an electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with the whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Don't you have two? My kitchen is not the best. I got a stand mixer and an electric hand mixer. Why didn't you use those? Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it into her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? You're forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causing me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of ice on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki tries to wipe it off of her with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries using her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. The correct answer is he shouldn't. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Did you seriously just... Natsuki's so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Ryan, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the moon turn this quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I noticed her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Cough. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? I've done that. You should really have checked before turning on the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sits on top of the stove. Another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers in our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing even happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled from out the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you can tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using that this time, though. What's that one for? Pick up one of the nozzles. That's a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. Gives me an idea, actually. Yeah? Oh, it's a literature event, right? We can make a little more literature theme by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. We just stole that from Yuri. Yuri, if you remember, Yuri had that idea to say, hey, we're going to have all these pieces of paper, and I think we should write the things on the characters, like different characters on the paper. We're just straight stealing that idea and telling Natsuki, hey, I had this great idea. Let's do that exact same thing for cupcakes. If I was Yuri, I'd be pissed. It would be far more fun seeing people choose their cupcake based on the word they liked. Ugh. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same to you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. We need to wait for the cupcakes to cool. The icing will absolutely melt. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Oh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? There wasn't any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, she'd probably down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we'd have more time for manga, but I need to head home for dinner. Oh, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Should have thought about that. It's like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. I could do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I guess think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori doesn't listen to me, but at that point I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk out with you, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer like I wanted? I'd certainly say so, given the fact that you pinned her down and licked her finger. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all your help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki? Eh? What you said before, about always having this chance. Hey, it doesn't have to be at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga, we could go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Ryan, so you only cared about getting this done. Ugh. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Saying issues from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutching the sides of my shirt, as if she's holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My heart starts to go dizzy. I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Hi Ryan. Sayori! Just now we weren't. Oh. It's okay, Ryan. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll also see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just want to eat cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. And this scene again. We will see what happens when you pick the other option, but we might as well do that when we do the Sayori route. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself and oh my goodness. Yes. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way about Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Trigger warning, by the way. I'm not even trigger warning. I'm going to skip ahead. We're going to see some of the Act 2 stuff with Natsuki. And since we had to do a lot of skipping in this video, I'm pretty sure the time I have on my recording is a bit inaccurate. So we're actually going to keep going. We're going to make this a big old Natsuki mega episode. So I'll see you in a little bit. Ugh. I heard Natsuki utter an exasperation aside from in the closet. We've seen this parts already. Again, I'll read the parts that are new. Looking for something there? Fucking Monica. And there we go. So let's just go ahead and skip ahead a little bit here. Don't judge a book. Sure isn't boring for you? It's not. You really just watch me read? We've seen all this before. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safer in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. This is new. Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki? Yeah? Natsuki. Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Natsuki is some of the most uniquely terrifying moments. I know a lot of people think, like, you know, the eerie, hyper-realistic eye stuff is gross, but Natsuki stuff can get wonky. Ah, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to... She doesn't finish her sentence before stuffing into her mouth. Don't worry, Ryan. She's fine. Just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Hey, Monica, the fuck was that? Let's see. Oh, I just realized that's new stuff. If you're interested in Natsuki, then I always keep a snack on you. She'll clean you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's always in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Jesus, Monica. That is a uniquely form of fucked up. And I imagine not Yuri is going to be pretty upset about the whole thing still, like last time. Yes. Act 2 and Act 3 are where things are going. Not that, like parts 2 and 3, the next poems. That's where things are going to get weird. And let's go talk to Natsuki. And we've seen all of this. Seen the poem, blah, blah, blah. I think we're good. And this whole bit again. We're just going to skip through it. Things are going to be kind of weird. Hi, Monica. Hey, Ryan. So we'll take that aside for a bit. Let them finish arguing. We even skipped the song. And nothing really is different going to happen. Yeah, this is all normal. Exactly the stuff you're used to. Oh, we got this little... Did we get this jump scare last time? I don't think we did. Nice. Didn't we get a special poem? Oh, did I miss a bit? That's okay. There's actually a bit, I think, where Yuri's... things weren't working. And again, we've seen all that before. Oh yeah, so Yuri is now basically just saying, hey, by the way, oh yeah. I suppose. Or like I can say, no, you have to get into that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. See? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Huh? And now the game is actually defaulted to putting us on the Yuri route. Making sure that's all stuff I know. Yes. Again, we've seen all the Yuri jump scare stuff. Don't need to worry about that. But again, the game has now forcibly put us on the Yuri route. it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. And then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. Well, I guess I want to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new at this, so I'm going to expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I know you're spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. I believe this is base 64. Don't know what it translates to. I've actually never looked into that. I'll leave that to you, internet sleuths. I'm sure many of you already figured out what all the secrets mean in this game. Actually, I know all the secrets have been found in this game, but for those of you who don't know, go do some research, see what you can find out. This game's fun. Ryan, why don't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? You think you're better off not associating with her? Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Ryan, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is in a place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. I know for a lot of people who don't go down to that scare route, that jump scare is unique. It's like, oh god. Hi again, Ryan. How's the writing going? That's all right, I guess. I'll take that as long as it's not going bad. Let's see. Great job. So yeah, now the game's like, hey, by the way, you're on the Yuri route now. Your opinion no longer matters. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. I just like holding it. Nah, I mean, poems are not good. It's, well, there's some things you can work on, but that doesn't really matter. Feels like anything you've written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's try to move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Oh yeah, this line. And we've seen this. I would love to. Anyway. It's kind of fun skipping through all the jump scares. It actually doesn't matter if we save and do this again, because again, the game is going to force us, but I want to prove it. So we're going to actually specifically do everything we can. Pout, go, bed. Hi, Monica. Waterfall, pink, flower, games, jumpy, anime, dance. Oh, Yuri wanted joy. Weird. So anyway, we only got one for Yuri and technically one for Monica. Hi, Ryan. And we'll just, oh god. Look, I just think about yesterday, and I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something, but I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. I guess another girl would be nice this time, so... Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? God damn, Yuri, fuck, what a savage. And yep, we're back on the Yuri route. Gotta do the whole thing. Let me go show to Natsuki real fast. This one's alright. All right. Well, yeah. Not as good as yesterday's anyway. Still can't tell how much you care about writing, but either way, you're doing all right. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. So I think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean I can let you down. Or you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. Just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read carefully, okay? And we've seen this already. So we didn't get the, like, jump scare. So there's a jump scare. I think what you have to do is in Act 3, you actually have to make a poem for Yuri after making them for Natsuki. And if you do so, Natsuki's eyes will explode. But anyway, now we're in the thick of Act 2. There is nothing we can do to get out of this. Worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized that she was in love with him. Before a disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Monica, you want to talk about it? Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Here you can... That doesn't matter. So now everyone's being incredibly hostile towards Natsuki. That's the major difference with trying to go on the Natsuki route. I'm going to try to get this one this time, right? Hey, got it. Hey guys, what's your favorite Monica? I like the one that's like kind of highlighted already. We're going with that one. Hey, we're going to skip ahead a little bit. I need to make sure. I don't think there's anything else, but we're going to skip ahead a little bit to the end here. We'll go to the credits. So, bye guys. Oh shit. Hey, I think we actually had alternate dialogue right there. I was just going through this. So I didn't want to, respectfully to Monica, I didn't want to sit through the entirety of the build up into Act 3 again. So I just immediately quit the game and deleted Monica's character file just so we could get to here. And I think I got alternate dialogue where she's just like, you know, I was meddling in a world I didn't even belong in. A world that you really cared about. Maybe that's why you deleted me and everything. I'm like, I think that was new. I'm going to have to double check that. This bit always makes me sad because again, I'm a Monica fan. So we're mostly just going to go through the reset here and see if anything is different in the lead up to the credits. If the game just lets me blitz through the entire thing, then we're just going to quit the game and restart. Guess means over. I think everyone likes you too. You think so? Well, everyone seems to get on a little better when you're around, Sayori. Okay, this is all normal stuff. Yeah, let's just go ahead and exit the game. Oops. Anyway. That is it for the Natsuki Megasode, where we went through the entirety of Natsuki stuff, and you can actually see we even have a couple of new things here. Now we gone through Natsuki stories. We still need to go through Sayori's before we can get to the all the fucking side stories. We even got some cute new wallpapers. I like this one a lot. This is the Valentine's Day 2019 one. Cute stuff. Oh, even some beta Natsuki designs. Hi, Monica. Oh, and this is the Monica's Birthday 2020 sketch. Acquisition should delete Monica for the second time. Oh, nah, I'm sad. Yeah, you had to do it. I'm actually going to make this the wallpaper because I think it's cute. There we go. Anyway. Oh, god damn it. Didn't mean to launch Doki Doki Literature Club in. Anyway, that's it for the Natsuki Megasode. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Next time, we're going to go down the Sayori route, but at the same time, now that we've done the Natsuki and the Yuri stuff, we're actually going to get the good ending, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's not that difficult, especially now that we've done both Yuri and Natsuki's routes. It's a lot of skipping ahead and, like, you know, making sure a lot of things get done. But next time we are going to get the good ending, as well as go down Sayori's route in particular, see what everything in Doki Doki Literature Club has to offer, and then of course, when we're done with that, we get to go do the side stories. There's 2 parts to each of them, and I know there's at least one more with just Natsuki and Yuri here and everything like that. I'm very excited to see all the side stories. I love these so much. I think they're adorable. So, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care, everybody.